Had to skip the whole investigation scene because, well, the victim was naked, so yeah. But all the clues I found, there were a bit. Found a bloodied stocking near the body, a blood trail, which found most of this stuff, the lady's hat, her key, a dot pattern note, personal effects, and library card. Personal effects included tearing a ring off and another thing. What was the other thing? Oh yeah, beatings across the face. That were pretty intense, yeah. Anyways, now we're going to her residence where she lives, so we can find out more anyways.
It was Mrs. Maldonado, right?
That's affirmative.
Alright, so then there's a husband we should be looking for. Get him, we've closed the case.
Rusty's razor, of course. I don't want to question your tried and tested techniques, Detective Galloway. But doesn't the DA require sound casework before he'll close the book?
Not if he's got a confession. And, you know, there's ways of getting it.
I'm sure.
So anyways, for anyone watching in the future, if this video goes up, or if anyone is watching live but just skipped to beginning, I'm thinking about starting a new series. I'm thinking about starting a Modern Warfare 2 campaign, trying to platinum the game. What do you think? I don't know, I think it sounds like a good idea, and I probably will do it anyways. So yeah, just saying, I might not upload Noire tomorrow. Chris. Jesus Christ, Biden speaks better than I do. Ugh. 35-cent rooms and 15-cent beds. No pets allowed. Alright.
Wait just a moment!
Oh, it's a boarding house. Okay, I know now.
I'm sorry. Can I help you?
LAPD, ma'am. Detective Phelps and Galloway. Does Mrs. Maldonado live here?
Yes, she does. I'm Mrs. Barbara LaPentia, the owner of this boarding house. Is there a problem?
I'm afraid so, ma'am. Do you mind if we come in? Is there somewhere we can discuss this?
Of course. Follow me through to the parlor.
Alright.
Wipe your feet as you come in, detectives. It's this way.
Mrs. Maldonado was found dead this morning.
Dead? Oh, no. She can't be.
I'm afraid she was murdered, ma'am. We need to take a look at her things.
I can't believe it. A person seems so alive, and then they're gone. Antonia's room is upstairs, last door on the left.
Thank you. We'll be back shortly.
Excuse us a moment, ma'am.
Where in the... Oh, it's over here, okay. Upstairs, last room on the left. You mean this left? Think so, because this is a gold doorknob, and it's number 5. Huh.
Will you look at that? Someone's turned the place over.
There's something in here. Antonia Isabel Maldonado, C.O. Parsons Boarding House. Antonia, further to my previous correspondence on August 7th, I am writing to inform you that your petition to the Superior Court of the State of California has been accepted and a court date scheduled. Your case, docket number 78765, will be heard on September 17th. I am told
Okay, we have an
that your
address.
husband, Angel Christopher Manaldo. Alright, so we have an address. Of what? Alright. It looks like
The
there was a
smashed
break-in.
window explains why the place looks tossed.
You know how I feel about windows, Phelps.
I don't think this is of any use to us.
So someone broke in using this thing instead of a crowbar. Wonder where it was taken from.
Huh. Okay, I guess it was of use. There's no thing out here. I don't think, anyways. Rusty, I thought you said you weren't good about windows. Is there a shed or something? No, no shed. Alright, I'm gonna go back upstairs, see what we can find up there.
The charm bracelet wasn't among the crime scene evidence.
Maybe it was in the purse the game wouldn't let me check. Okay, so I found a lot of clues here. Pretty sure. Do we go down and question her? And these doorknobs are golden, so...
We have some questions, ma'am, if you're up to it.
Yes, Detective. I'll do my best.
Alright.
Do you have any idea who might have wanted to hurt Mrs. Maldonado?
That rat of her husband, Angel. She was serving him divorce papers.
If I killed every wife to serve me papers, I'd be a mass murderer.
Are you being flippant, young man?
No, ma'am.
What can you tell us about Angel Maldonado?
She married him when she was 17. He was cruel to her, very cruel. She was a good girl, little on the religious side, but a good girl.
What time did Antonia go out yesterday?
She left around 9.
Do you know where she went?
No, I have no idea. She was a good girl, but she didn't confide in me.
A nosy old hag like you knows everything about the people who live under her roof. Where did she go?
I think she went to a bar. She's been drinking quite a lot lately.
This bar have a name?
El Dorado Bar.
Alright.
Latino place on North Los Angeles Street.
That's only a couple of blocks from where we found the body.
You've had a break-in?
No! That can't be true.
You're being economical with the truth, Mrs. Lepenti. What do you have to hide?
I have no idea what you are talking about.
So Antonia lost her keys and used an iron bar to jimmy the back window?
I heard a noise in the early hours of the morning. I thought it might be a raccoon at the milk bottles. It'd be very bad for business if this news got out. I have a reputation to protect.
Antonia and her husband were estranged?
Yes. She moved here after she separated from her husband 2 months ago.
But Antonia still wore a wedding ring?
She wore the wedding ring and a necklace. She always wore a religious necklace. That's about all of her jewelry.
We didn't find any jewelry upstairs. You haven't pocketed any evidence, have you?
That's outrageous. Are you accusing me of theft?
Thanks, ma'am. You've been very helpful.
Pay a call to that husband of hers. Lock him up and throw away the case.
We can either front Angel, seeing as the finger's pointing right
Oh, what's
at
the
him,
next?
or we can check
Isn't
out
it
the
a
old
suit?
Ronald one.
No, I thought 20 was like the max rank for intuition or detective level, whatever. Dang. I thought we got her of something. Because I do not remember there being a necklace on her.
A nosy old hag? Ah! And I thought I was coming on strong with the ex-wives line.
Sometimes you have to be firm to get the information you need.
God damn it, ain't that the truth?
How about we drop in on the husband instead? See if your gut is right.
I'll take a bar over a husband every day of the week.
Don't worry, Rusty, we'll go there
There's
next.
anything to the divorce angle?
I've been through 3, Phelps. No big
3?
deal. After a while, you just numb yourself to the experience.
But Angel, he's a young Latino man. It would hurt his sense of who he is. He'd see himself as a failure. A woman taking control over his life?
Then she fronts him and he snaps. Works for me. That makes Angel a killer as well as a piece of shit.
So I guess he's one of the lower levels then, huh?
Maldonado is in apartment 304.
Alright. Okay, so the 3s are upstairs.
Phelps, this could turn ugly. Forget about knocking. Let's take our boy by surprise.
Hey, what the fuck?
LAPD, motherfucker, you're under arrest.
Boom. Alright, Rusty. Time to see you throw down.
I got 100 pounds on your wife, pal. Not making it so easy. What are you... Damn. They got some decent shots in there. Cuff these sons of bitches, Phelps.
LAPD, you two are under arrest. Call for some backup, Finbar.
Denbar. Oh yeah, that's his real name, by the way.
Galloway, badge number 564. I need a prowl car at the apartment building 330 North Hill Street. 2 suspects need transporting to Central.
Your wife has been murdered, Angel.
Antonia? Oh, God, no!
Where were you last night, Angel?
I was here with my brother the whole night, goddammit! You think I'd kill my own wife?
We should get the whole place a going over, then talk to the neighbors. And Phelps, I don't care that you just got smacked in the head. You don't call me Finbar.
Just picked fruit market.
Hmm.
I wonder if Angel gets all his groceries from this place.
Alright. Gotta check the bedroom. That's a bloodied shirt.
This will take some explaining.
Maybe one of the neighbors took notice of Angel's movements. Got no alibi, he's toast.
Finbar, move out of the way. Pick up your hat while you're at it, Finbar.
Nothing significant.
Alright. This house is a really confusing layout. Anyway, time to question the neighbors.
What do you want?
LAPD. We're making some inquiries.
Make it quick. I work nights.
So you weren't home last night?
No, I was at work.
You know nothing about Mrs. Maldonado fighting with her husband?
Those two? They're always screaming the place down.
Thanks.
Alright. Is there another neighbor we can question? Yeah, there is. Oh, I think we can question all the neighbors.
No good. Nobody here.
Hey, sorry about that. I'm playing with my kids.
LAPD. Were you here last night?
Yeah. My wife and I are separated, and I had the kids last night. I put them to bed early and went to bed myself.
Thanks.
Alright. Can we question this one? Yes, we can.
Hello.
LAPD, ma'am. Did you hear a disturbance last night?
Yes. Yes, I did. Mrs. Maldonado lit out of here, and her husband ran out after her.
You saw this, Miss?
Aranda. I had the door open a crack.
Did you see Mr. Maldonado come back inside after he ran out?
No. I didn't.
Thanks. We'll be in touch.
I kept thinking you were going to call that one a nosy old hag too, Phelps. Well-executed restraint.
I'm executing restraint right now, Finbar.
Finbar. Alright, so we're either going to Central, probably, or just the bar. I think we'll go to the bar first, then after the bar we'll get, like, a thing that's telling us to go to the game or whatever. Oh yeah, I forgot the fruit market or whatever. Move, Rusty. Why didn't you get your hat?
Car 11K, Car 11 King, come in.
KGPL, 11 King, over.
11K, Captain Donnelly and Detective Sergeant Finis Brown urgently request your presence at Central. A new letter has been found.
11K, en route.
You don't think it's strange that all these murders are happening to girls who've been out drinking?
No. A broad drinks, she gets a bit tight, she starts mouthing off. This leads to that, and she ends up in an alleyway. It's a sad story, but this town's seen it play out 1,000 times.
Why don't you want to see a connection here?
Because there are perfectly good real-life suspects for every one of these murders. We don't need to go looking for the monster under the bed.
Another letter? I thought the letter was from a nut.
The captain is waiting for you downstairs with Pinker.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45.
Wait, where are the stairs? Are they back here? Yep.
Going to church doesn't make you...
Technical services. Also the evidence room.
Boys, come on in. Phelps, have you met Finis Brown?
Pleased to meet you, sir.
This information is confidential and doesn't leave this room.
The new letter was left in the back seat of a cab. The driver thinks it was put through the window and not left by a customer.
We're checking all this fares back 24 hours regardless.
Good.
Like the previous letters, it's been assembled from headlines and typed from the Times and Examiner, then glued to an envelope.
What is the other note?
This one? That's also new. A poem, hand-typed.
Do you mind if I take a look?
Go ahead. We've been over both documents pretty carefully. They've been wiped with gasoline, so there's no chance of prints.
Heap upon thy soul by virtue of this curse.
Ill deeds, then thou damned, beholding good, both infinite as is the universe, and thou as thyself torturing solitude. An awful image of calm power, though now thou sittest, let the hour come when thou must appear to be that which thou art internally. And after many a false and fruitless crime, scorn track thy lagging fall through boundless space and time. Change my mind.
That's the message from the Celine Henry case.
Square deal, FUBD text.
That's why we called you in.
Do you think it's original?
Not unless he's a genius.
You like this nutjob's poem?
No, I like Shelley. It was written at least 100 years ago.
Shelley? Sure, I knew that.
You see, Finnis? I told you this lad was a bright boy.
Sure, but what has it got to do with the case?
Prometheus Unbound. Prometheus was a titan, a superhuman character who defied the gods to bring fire to humanity.
The Dahlia guy believes he's Superman.
Your guess is as good as mine. One thing for sure is that he's educated. What about the link to the Henry case?
He could have got the wording from the papers. As you said, he is fiendishly clever and takes pleasure in taunting us. What's happening with the Maldonado case?
We have the husband in custody. We haven't interviewed him yet.
Well, upstairs then, lads, and see if we can break him.
We're not doing that yet. We're gonna go to the other two places we need to go before we interview him. That's not the way I'm supposed to go. Pinker, Larry, third guy, whatever your name was, you have a fun time.
Hey, Cole, let's get moving. That's the cop from the newspaper. Fellas, you mind coming here and doing your job for a second?
Rusty, we haven't done everything yet. They told me to, quote, get down to Central immediately. I, in fact, came down to Central immediately, but I'm not interviewing him yet. No, fine. I'll go without you, Rusty. Don't have anyone complain about
Not a
bad
care in the
driving.
world.
Eldorado's bar.
What can I get you?
LAPD. Detectives Phelps and Galloway.
Diego Aguilar. How can I help?
You worked the bar last night?
Yeah. Me and a temp guy from the agency.
Did you have a woman in here last night? 21 years old, Hispanic, drinking heavily?
We have a lot of ladies like that in here. But yeah, I know who you mean. Antonia Maldonado. What did she do?
She was murdered last night.
Oh, shit.
Do you know her well? Was she a regular?
Hell no. She was good and tight last night, complaining about her old man. It's a story you get used to working in a bar. She was so hammered last night, she left a letter on the bar. I'll show you.
Huh. Maybe this was in the unopened letter.
My eggs were running.
By hand.
Divorce papers? Did you open them?
No need to. She was shouting about it and waving the letter around. Said she was gonna show him.
Alright.
Can you remember what jewelry she was wearing?
She had a necklace. Some kind of religious thing, I think. You know, the temp guy would have more of an idea. She took the beer he served her and cried into it all night.
What time did she leave?
Can't say for sure.
Where did she go? Give me something or the LAPD will start getting interested in this place.
Take it easy. She wanted a cab, okay? And my phone was out of order. The closest one I knew was at the fruit market across the street, so I suggested she try there. She seemed reluctant.
Huh.
Did Antonia say where she was going when she left?
She said she was gonna serve the papers on the husband. Said that would take the smile off his face. If you ask me, she was scared. And the drink was for Dutch courage.
So you let a 21-year-old girl who was stone drunk just walk off into the night?
I'm sorry about what happened, I really am. But I pour drinks. I don't claim to have the answers to everyone's problems.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
No problem. Hey, get the guy, will you?
We'll do our best. One last question. What size shoe do you take, Mr. Aguilar?
A broad 9. I have white feet.
Alright.
Where's that goddamn waitress?
The fruit
Hey,
market
Cole, let's get moving.
The fruit market right there, you mean? Just picked. Coincidentally, that's the same box we found in Angels. Shut up. Yep, just picked fruit market. You just walked through that.
The handbag was left just up there, overlooking the market.
Can I do that? Of course not.
Could have come here from the start and saved ourselves a day's legwork.
Huh. There's nothing odd about the fruits. I think we just questioned the guy right here.
LAPD, Detective Phelps and Galloway.
Clem Feeney, what can I do for you?
Did you happen to see a young woman last night? 21 years old, Hispanic?
Sure, she came by last night. Why do you ask?
The young lady arrived around midnight?
Yeah, something like that. Used the phone for a cab and then left.
You already knew Mrs.
Shifty
Maldonado,
eye.
didn't you, Clem?
Sure, I met her before. She seemed like a nice lady. Her husband went apeshit one day when he caught me talking to her. She had me back until last night.
Where did she go from here?
She wanted a cab, but I couldn't get her one. I was about to offer to drive her, but a car pulled up and she got into that.
Can you describe the car?
Brown Ford Coupe, I think.
Alright.
She seemed to know the guy.
Do you mind if we look around?
Why would you want to do that?
Because we say so.
I guess you can. Hey, don't you have to get a court order or something? I have rights.
Clem? Shh.
You're looking awful suspicious there, buddy. If you had nothing to hide, you would
What
just...
are we waiting for?
Huh.
No wonder he stays open late at night. People have to get their vitamins. Check through this stuff before we get back out there.
A bloody knife.
Why
Maybe
cut
not.
someone who was already dead?
Or scalpel.
It's a typical power thing. Once the stiff is dead, the creep usually feels they can do whatever they like. You must have seen it during the war.
Insufficient, I guess.
So what are we hiding in here?
Hey, Cole.
This thing needs a combination.
Keep moving.
Wait, it's... Hold on. What was it again? Dot pattern note. 253. Got it. Oh! A religious necklace.
This fruit stall punk gets about 10 seconds to explain before I pull his fucking arms off. Clem!
Ooh. Oh yeah, card chase. I love these things.
God damn it, get after him, Cole! I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck.
Ooh. Slowed you down quite a bit now, didn't it, buddy? Oh, he ran some.
I should have grabbed him when we had the chance, Phelps.
When we had the chance, we didn't know he was our guy. Strange that he'd leave a trail of blood right back to his own mark.
Maybe he wanted to be caught. A lot of them do.
Oh, do I have to drive for a total of 1,947 miles? Okay, I guess.
It's almost too perfect, isn't it?
There's no such thing as too perfect.
Rusty, I thought you said you were gonna try to shoot him. Where was your gun at? In fact, where were you at, Rusty? You're still in the car. Or, excuse me, where were you at, Finbar?
Show me your hands!
You're a sick man, Clem. You need help.
Outstanding job on this case, gentlemen. The poor woman can now rest in peace. I'll pay the fiend a personal visit myself and remind him that crime in this city does not go unpunished. When they finish with him at the receiving hospital, we'll have him up before the grand jury. I have a meeting this afternoon with the mayor, lads. I'll be sure to mention your names. Now, on your way.
You know what? I might even do the next case. As long as the body's naked. Like most of the other bodies. Given the size of Clem's stash, it was a wonder you didn't catch him red-handed at the Elder... Huh? He was at the Eldorado. Alright, well, I'm gonna look up the next case, see if the body's naked. If it isn't, then we do it. If it is, then who knows, I might start the next case. It's the white shoe sling. Okay. Should be anyways.
Sarge, why are the guys giving it to the doggies? They're riding in trucks, numbskull, while you're marching.
They look pretty badly beat up.
Yeah, they do it then. Scuttlebutt says it's pretty hard going down south.
Well, we'll find out soon enough. Recon always leads.
How can we fail, Skip, with the Shadow leading the show?
Who the fuck is a Shadow?
Lieutenant Phelps, the Shadow of Death.
What the fuck are you talking about?
He's a quiet fucker, Sarge. Never hear the bastard coming.
Sitting there, field stripping a cigarette, and suddenly he's there looking down on you.
Why do you think we keep saluting that jab-loving son of a bitch? He's bad juju.
That's enough out of you three. Bad juju? Where were you dragged up? A swamp?
Okay, yeah, she is actually fully clothed. Cool, so we're doing the next case then on this stream. Neat.
Good morning, gentlemen, and what a grand morning it is, too. We have just cause for celebration. Galloway and Phelps are sending another fiend to San Quentin. A nice showy trial, and he'll be strapped down with gas seeping into his tiny reptile brain. Now, to fresh business. Galloway and Phelps, the task is at hand. The address is on the hill, north downtown off Fremont Avenue.
Skipper, is the new letter genuine?
Now, boys, we all know how
I'm
many
just praying the
imbeciles
prince
can invest in the short case. Ray Pinker will let us know in good time.
No, it's raining outside.
Greetings from sunny California. When's it gonna stop?
Honk honk, Rusty honk honk.
A fine morning indeed. We keep locking them up, but the bodies keep piling up.
Ah, Californians love a fad, Phelps. As long as the bricks hold up at San Quentin, there'll always be killers in this town to send.
First a letter, and now another body. Come on, you can't keep on telling me there's not a killer still out there.
You know, Phelps, all these arrests on your record are giving you a reputation. You don't want them turning into unsolved.
Getting a vicious killer off the streets is more important than my reputation.
Really?
And besides, landing a big fat marlin is more impressive than an ocean full of minnows.
The minnows maketh the man, Phelps. You can't always hit home runs. Sometimes you just gotta make first base.
Any Central Unit, car 16L reports a possible jumper at 8 and out. The Methodist Church unit to handle code 2 identified.
That guy there will lead us up.
Yeah, I could probably.
I'm steeling myself for what I'm about to see.
That'll just be another dead body, partner. Get used to seeing them. You're the gig when you're working homicide, Phelps.
Detectives? Phelps and Galloway, homicide.
Scene is secure. The rest of the patrolmen are going door to door, canvassing for witnesses.
Thanks. Keep me informed.
Will do, Detective.
This looks awfully familiar.
I think that's the impression the boys from the Examiner took with them as well.
There's nothing original under the sun. Why should murder be any different?
What do we have so far?
Not much trace evidence to speak of. Storm blew in around 10 last night, and the rain washed most of it away.
And the body?
Looks like she was tipped out of an automobile from the tire tracks and superficial injuries. Strangled with a length of rope. And for my money, it's triple braid again.
Time of death?
From her temperature, maybe 2 a.m., but it was cold last night.
Usual head injuries.
Blunt force trauma. Knock him over the head, then strangle and mutilate. No message with this one.
At least she was left clothed.
I doubt very much he was concerned with her dignity.
The green silk dress is very distinctive. Any sign of her other shoe?
No. And no handbag or other personal effects.
There appears to be a dry cleaning label. Superior Laundry Services, F1363.
Alright. Any ripped jewelry? Not on this hand, maybe on the other hand. Who knows?
Find anything interesting?
There was no jewelry. Surprisingly. Yeah. No jewelry was ripped off because I don't think there was any jewelry. Blueprints. Let me guess.
No drag marks.
Size 8?
Killer was moving around, surveying the scene.
Ew. There's some pretty deep tire marks.
Our driver and our killer are most likely one and the same.
Most likely. That's just money. There's gotta be other stuff here. Like secret stuff. What's that? It's a bottle. Hold on. Oh yeah, we can use the game wall right there. She's sitting shotgun.
Detectives, I've been working the houses across the street and up the block. This lady thinks she has something for us.
Detective Phelps, LAPD.
I'm Mrs. Barton, Catherine Barton. I live just across the way.
Did you see anyone around here last night?
Not last night, but yesterday, early evening, I saw that awful hobo.
Hobo.
Do you have a description?
Okay.
Tall, gaunt, horribly disfigured. I think he may have had an accident in the war. He's a very scary, angry man.
Any idea where we might find him?
One of the hobo camps around here. He's some kind of hobo leader. They all follow him around.
Hobo president, hobo dictator,
Thank you, ma'am.
hobo ruler.
You've been a big help.
Of course. Anything I can do to help. I'd hate to think that something so ghastly could happen right here and nothing be done about it.
Alright, ma'am. Oh, yeah. Phelps can just hop anything he wants to, apparently. Phelps, you need to sign up for a 100-meter yurtle. Yurtle? Yeah, yurtle, that's what it's called now. 100-meter hurdle race at the Olympics.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on Superior Laundry Services.
Just a moment. Superior Laundry Services, 1260 West 1st Street.
Kind of a
Can you
bold
track down
statement
reports of
calling
hobo
himself
camps in the vicinity of
Superior
Signal
Laundry.
Hill?
Just a moment, Detective. There's a large camp under the bridge on Grand between Temple and Sunset.
Thanks.
Oh! Alright. intuition. I think I need to be in the crime scene.
Can you keep things under control until Pinker and Carruthers finish up?
Sure, Detective. We'll stay out of their way.
No, nothing. I think that's everything. Who knows, there might be stuff outside. And again, nothing of note, so I think we're good. Why do... There's so many cars parked up there, yet so little people up here. There's like a total 6 people here, including me and Rusty. Yeah, there's 6 people. So do people down the way just park their car here and have to make a long journey like they need to get groceries?
No message.
Excuse me?
There was no message.
Where?
On the Vic. The last bodies had something written on them. This one didn't.
I'm failing to follow you.
Can't be the same guy is what I'm saying, right? Before you start trying to link this to Maldonado and all the others.
There are more factors to...
Hey, come on!
Ooh.
There are more factors to consider than the messages, Rusty.
This doesn't fit your pattern, Cole. End of conversation. Understand?
Alright.
I get the point.
That was a slide and a half. 12:05 p.m.
At least the rain stopped. We can change back into those white bucks now.
Please, I have business to... Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. We're investigating a case, and one of your laundry labels came up. F1363.
If you give me a minute, I'll go find a register and you can take a look. You take a look for yourself. I've got clothes that need pressing.
You wrote the number down on that dress, is it there?
F1363, I believe it was. Miss Teresa Terrellson?
Mrs. T. Terrellson, 43 Emerald Street,
I
Westlake.
already got her. Or was it a different person? Thank you, sir. You know what, Rusty? I will change my outfit. Hawkshaw, Sunset. No, Sunset speaks to me. Yeah. So I feel like we go to the hobo camp. Let's go.
I think we ought to investigate the hobo lead.
Well, if you think we ought to, then I guess we ought.
No, I'm just have the siren on anytime I really want to. I don't like crashing into people, mostly because Rusty is breathing down my ear the entire time I'm playing. Oh, it's under this bridge.
Always bother. I fought. Where's my wife? Nobody cares about me. I took a
We're looking for a tall man with a disfigured face. You know him?
Huh? What? I fought in 2 wars, you know, son. I think I earned some peace and quiet.
Ah, the bum isn't here. We should follow the lead. These guys can wait.
There's something down there. I know for a fact there is.
She wants a 5-star.
It's in like, I think it's in this one, yeah. Yeah.
I don't think so.
He was in the war though. Over here now. Do we follow the other lead? Do we question that guy right there?
Wrinkle was not one of the things I wanted to be when I grew up.
What's your beef with this guy, Phelps?
Wait, I need to go back out to the car the other way. Can I shove Rusty? No, I cannot. He is a literal wall. Rusty cannot be shoved. I will shove him though. Oh wait, I need to set a location. 43 Emerald Street.
I've got a feeling we're about to meet another wife killer.
You've always got that feeling, Rusty.
Yeah, and it's usually correct.
Please,
So far, there's only been one wife
for
killer.
once, can you not let your assumptions color your detective work?
Just you wait. Nordic types show a particular
Actually, I don't even
disposition.
think there has been a wife killer because I don't think Hugo was the one who killed the wife. I still think it was Rick who killed the
Any
wife.
Central Unit,
Who
Car
killed
16 Adam reports a
Deirdre
possible jumper at 8 and
But,
out.
like,
The Methodist Church Unit.
He definitely had something to hide though.
Cole, come on!
Oh no, oh no. Ouch. Isn't this the boarding house? It certainly looked like a boarding house. Anyways, back to what we were doing. Move out of the way.
Phelps!
Watch where you're driving, you maniac!
Do you ever shut up?
The best driver in Los Angeles. Delayed reactions, am I right? 43 Emerald Street. Ugh. That's a rope right there, certainly. What's that? Triple braid?
Looks like a match with the ligature marks.
Cut triple braid rope, huh? Can we enter in through the back? I would love to just bust in this dude's house. Yes. Dang it. I'm just gonna bust in there. Oh, fish stuff. Fishing stuff. Run through the clothing. And bang, bang, bang. No, I thought it would be an aggressive knock.
Hello? Yes?
Detectives Phelps and Galloway. Is your wife home, sir?
My wife went out last night and she hasn't come home.
Can you describe your wife and what she was wearing?
We were out at a friend's place, Bobby Ross's, for a party. She was kind of dolled up. She had her green silk dress, open-toed white shoes. Those are her favorite shoes.
Can we come in, Mr. Tarleton? I'm afraid we have some rather bad news. Do you have someone who can look after your children, Mr. Tarleton?
I've been trying to arrange a sitter. Look, tell me what's happened.
I'm afraid your wife was murdered last night. Her body was found this morning. We're very sorry for your loss. I know this is a difficult time, Mr. Tarleton, but we are going to need you to answer some questions. First, we're going to take a look around.
What for? You don't think
it's procedure. You see to your girls.
Stay here till Daddy's finished talking to these men.
Where's Mommy?
Everything's gonna be all right, sweetheart.
We would like Mommy to come home now, Daddy.
What's the problem, Terrelson? Let him search. You got nothing to hide.
It's a bar.
You want to hear something funny, Terrelson?
Baron.
Some
Check
bum
if she was a
filling out a
regular.
missing persons report actually rules him out as a suspect.
114 downtown. Boat. The boat we just checked. I think this might be his room. Another Baron's bar thing.
Baron's bar again. Someone must be real sweet on this dive.
Alright. So someone definitely was a regular.
I wonder why the picture was turned down.
Wait, could I investigate it further? Nope. Handbag.
Doesn't give me anything to go on.
Of course it doesn't, Phelps. That's her child. Yeah, that's his daughter's room. Daughter's plural. You know, I'll call whatever he needs to call.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Can you run an address for a Bobby Ross? Then send some uniforms over.
Would you like him picked up?
No. Suspect says he was with Ross last night. We need to confirm the alibi.
I'll get a prowl car dispatched.
Thanks, ma'am.
Alright. Now we question the guy.
For the record, Mr. Tarleton, what is your wife's name?
Teresa.
Alright.
Do you have any idea why anyone would want to hurt your wife?
No. Everyone loved Teresa. She was so full of life. There can't be anyone who knew her.
Hard swallows in the way.
For the record, Tarleton, did you kill your wife?
Oh my God. No. I didn't kill my wife.
Anyone who didn't like her.
Fuck you for suggesting it.
Did we even have evidence to say that anyone didn't like her? Star Trek. Yeah, no, there was nothing. Alibi.
You said you went to a party at Bobby Ross's place?
That's right. Bobby had a bunch of people over. We were having a good time. She said she was bored and decided to leave.
You let your drunk wife leave the party and go off on her own?
Look, I was angry. I was having a good time. She has to go and ruin it. We always have to do what she wants to do. Last night she wanted to go dancing.
Any idea where?
Where she always goes. A bar down on North Beaudry Avenue. Baron's Bar. She goes there, drinks too much, gets maudlin, and calls me. I go and bring her home.
Mr. Tarleton, was Teresa happy at home?
Yeah, I think she was.
Spill it, Tarleton. We like the look of you for this, so you better give us something.
We're at the party. She has a few and says she wants to go out dancing. We only have the sitter until 9. I get mad. I tell her to go ahead, but I'm staying. She storms out. Look, I'm doing well at cards. I hardly ever do well. I married her because she was so much fun, but now she drives me fucking crazy.
What time did she leave the party?
About 8:30, maybe a little earlier.
When was the last time you saw your wife?
Around 8:30. The card game at Bobby's was wrapping up. I played out my hand and drove home here. I paid the sitter and went to bed.
Do we have any evidence to suggest otherwise?
Why did you only report your wife missing this morning?
I thought she would have called up last night from the bar.
Thanks for answering our questions, Mr. Tarleton. You'll need to go downtown to identify your wife's body.
I should have taken her dancing.
In my experience, Mac, if you give in to broads, you'll be giving in to them your entire life.
That was terrible.
Appreciate your time, sir.
So we're going down to
Believe
Barron's.
this guy's story?
Kind of rings true.
Continue to respond,
Did we not get everything at the Tarleton residence? Did I miss a few things? Ooh, there's a couple clues missing. They're in the kitchen. The one place I did not check. Handbag.
So she went out without her handbag?
Some lipstick.
At least she was spared that particular indignity.
Yep.
She'd have to be in quite a state to leave this behind.
Wait, when did it say? It said 1920. Oh, year issued was 1928. Her date of birth was 1910. Okay. Alright. A wet rain jacket.
Lars was out in the rain last night.
Could have used this. We could have used this. And some work boots covered in mud.
You can see if
Guess
Pinker can
what
match the
size they
impression
are.
of the crime scene.
Sounds like the Tarleton broad had her last drink at Barron's bar. We should check the place out.
If you'd excuse me, ladies.
Can I re-question the guy?
Please, can I have some time to explain to my daughters?
Patience. Yep. Tarleton residence done with. Out of the bar. Cool. Whittier worked for that one, Finbar? Her headlights out. 1:10 p.m. It looks this grim and depressing out at 1 p.m. in Los Angeles.
Thank you, waitress.
Gents, drink?
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD.
I'm Benny Clough. This about Teresa Tarleton?
Yes, it is.
I heard about it on the radio. They're saying it was that Black Dahlia freak again? God damn it. Yeah, I rang that husband of hers. The babysitter said he was out.
If you don't mind, we have a few questions. What time did Teresa leave?
Around 10:30, I think.
We don't have time for you to be making guesses. What time was it exactly?
Hey, give me a break. I don't remember it to the second.
Alright.
Who was she with? We've had reports about a tall, gaunt-looking hobo. He wasn't here last night?
I get plenty of bums in here, but nothing to fit that description.
The likelihood is that whoever she left here with killed her. Give it up, Benny.
All right, two creeps were all over her, promising to take her dancing.
You get a good look at these guys?
Sure. I got a good look. One of them was a sailor in uniform. His cap said, USS Indiana.
And the other man?
The other guy? is Richard Bates. He's sitting in the back right now. Red polo shirt.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Clough. We'll take it from here.
Hey, no problem.
This is Bates?
That's him.
LAPD, don't make me chase you, shitbird. We can't let the son of a bitch get away.
Would you recommend the special, miss?
Go, Phelps, get after him. Come on, we got a ride. Get in and drive.
I thought you were gonna leave me there.
Who knows what this guy will pull when he's cornered? We could have a killer on our hands. I don't think the killer really kicking back in the bar where he met the Vic in.
Listen, a creature of habit is your killer. For some reason, they're sticklers for routine.
Phelps, you gotta get me closer.
I'm trying, Finbar. Kind of flooring it right now.
Hit him. Clean this asshole off the road.
I did hit his back bumper.
Let's end this part.
All right, you got me. I've had enough.
Show me your hands. Okay, Bates. You're gonna answer some questions.
I have a choice in this?
Yeah.
Last night, you went drinking with a lady in the bar. Now she's dead. And your face is all messed up.
I'm in the clear on that. She preferred a sailor. You could lay it off on him. Are we finished?
Do you want my partner to sap you? Tell us what we want to know.
She was okay. Drunk. Pissed off at her old man, wanting to go dancing. I thought I'd ply her with a few drinks and get my end away. Looks like your Salty had the same idea.
Alright.
So what happened when you left the bar?
Sailor boy laid one on me. A cheap shot. After that, I don't know.
You've done time, haven't you, Richard? Is that why you ran?
I'm on parole.
On what offense?
Sexual assault. Look, I was lying there on the sidewalk. He flags a cab and jumps in with the broad.
We're taking you in, Bates.
How come?
Just for a chat. Nice private chat. I'll explain my theory of once a degenerate, always a degenerate.
Take him to Central. He's a material witness in a murder case. Find him a cozy cell.
Richard here knows the drill.
Oh, there's a phone booth. Telephone.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Any messages for me?
Just a second. You have one new message from Lieutenant Fleischer. Bartender Benny Clough reports victim Teresa Terrellson last seen entering a yellow cab number 3591.
Can you have an APB put out on that vehicle? We'll need all sightings relayed to car 11K.
Sure, Detective. All radio dispatched now.
Were there any incident reports filed in the vicinity of Barron's Bar on North Beaudry Avenue? We're tracking a sailor who was involved in a fight outside the bar.
I can check the reports, Detective. I have a message for you from Captain Donnelly. Message reads, James Jessup, U.S. Navy able seaman, has information relevant to your case. Jessup is currently being detained at Central Station.
James
Could
Jessup.
be our man. Thanks for your help.
That's probably our guy. Thanks, all we gotta do now is just go to CPS and... We're probably gonna flag down Bates.
11K, we have a response on your APB regarding yellow cab number 3591.
Oh, yeah, right.
The vehicle has been identified at a gas station. Now heading west on 7th Street.
Garage on 7th Street. Let's hit it, Phelps. The cab driver might tie this whole thing together.
I hope you're right.
You see our taxi anywhere?
Yellow cab number 3591, sighted at the corner of Wilshire and Whitmer. Repeat, Wilshire and Whitmer, 11K.
Where's that cab got you now?
LAPD, we're investigating a murder.
What's that got to do with me?
The fare you picked up from Barron's bar last night. What was the woman wearing?
It's a green dress. Oh, don't tell me something's happened to her.
Tell me about her.
She was with this sailor, and he was all over her. She wasn't having any of it. Said she just wanted to dance. But he had that look in his eye.
Where did you drop them off?
It's at the Crystal Ballroom.
What time?
After midnight. 12:30? Something like that.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
Thank you.
Well, that's gonna ruin my day.
Why can't we just go to Central Ballroom? But alright, I guess we'll go to CPS, interrogate the two bozos. I feel like it's Bates. Could be the other dude. I don't know. I want to investigate the hobo camp more.
Calm down.
This officer needs help. Bank of America, 7th and Olive. Officer needs help. Bank of America, 7th and Olive, and 211 in progress and shots fired. Unit to handle code 3 identified.
No witty remarks for that one? Alright. We're here, Finbar. Park the car. Perfect. Alright. Central Police Station, 2:08 p.m.
I swear, this town is going straight to hell.
He's in an interview, too.
Thanks. What do you make of him?
Sailor on furlough who looks like he's in trouble and knows it.
That's one, okay. Someone in one? No, no one's in one. He's in two. Yeah, that's two.
Detectives Phelps and Galloway. We know why you're here, Jessup, so it would be best if you answered our questions truthfully.
I don't want any trouble. That's why I'm here. I heard on the radio about this lady getting killed. I got leave from my CO to come down straight away.
So why did you kill her?
I didn't kill anyone. Look, you need to believe me.
Let's start at the beginning.
You went to Barron's Bar. What time did you arrive?
I got a 24-hour pass. I got there around 7.
That's where you met Teresa Terrellson?
Sure. We had a couple of drinks.
So you tried to make a woman who was incredibly drunk?
Look, I'm not proud of myself, but I never hurt her.
You took her dancing?
That's right. Caught a cab to the Crystal Ballroom.
Alright.
You had a fist fight with Richard Bates over Mrs. Terrellson.
You met the guy? He's a creep. You should take a look at him for this.
He's pointing the finger directly at you, Jessup.
I only had one night before I was back in the tub. He had all the time in the world to look for some action. I belted him. I'd do it again. She was better off with me.
Sure. You're a shining example of chivalry, Jessup. Where did you go after the Crystal Ballroom?
I think the wind had gone out of her sails by then. She caught a cab, and I caught a bus back to the base.
We spoke to the cab driver. Tell us what really happened at the Crystal Ballroom.
I'd had enough. She was all upset about her husband bawling about her kids. She looked old. Left around closing, maybe 1:30. Got on a bus and she fell asleep on my shoulder.
Which bus?
An All-American, 249. Went past her place. She jumped off and I stayed on it downtown. After that, I caught another bus to San Pedro. The Indiana's down there. She's being scrapped.
And that was the last you saw of Teresa?
Yeah, that's right.
All-American 249.
We didn't say much. I think she was kind of embarrassed.
The cab driver said that you were getting pretty familiar with Teresa.
That's not how I'd put it.
So the last thing you wanted was her playing hard to get. Did that make you mad, sailor?
Yeah, it did. She knew what a guy's looking for. All broads do. Dancing comes second.
And what happened at the Crystal Ballroom?
Nothing. Not even a little hand relief. She had another couple of drinks. There was no fun left in her. Just poured her guts out to some bartender.
We're holding you till we can clear this with the driver.
Yeah, my CO said as much.
Can you put the guy in 2 in a cell and inform the commander?
Sure, Detective. Got a message for you. Sighting of your disfigured hobo on Grand between Temple and Sunset. And it looks like the Beau has a record, too. He's wanted in connection with 2 female assaults.
Ooh.
Thanks.
That's pretty convincing.
What now? Drive all the way to San Pedro and check his locker?
Let's see if the bus story checks out.
There's a depot at 1660 Beverly Boulevard.
That's a few places we gotta visit then. We gotta go back to the hobo camp. Pretty sure. Yeah, we gotta go back to the hobo camp and to the bus depot. I'll go to the bus depot first.
3 suspects in the can and 1 on the hoof. And still no hard evidence on any of them.
KGPL to car 11K. 11K, come in.
11K, go ahead.
Patrolman reporting that Bobby Ross's car game is breaking up at midnight.
11K, roger that. Plenty of time to get downtown, Cole.
It's possible. Have them bring him in.
Oh.
KGPL, could we have Lars Terrellson picked up?
11K, roger. Any Central unit, a possible 415 at Alvera Street Plaza, unit to handle code 3, identify.
I think it's just a straight shot to the bus station. We're good. You don't need a siren. No, you can't jump out of a moving vehicle like GTA. Wrong spot. Alright. Bus depot, 2:29 p.m. interstate bus.
And thank you, ma'am. You have a safe trip now. Where are you boys headed today?
LAPD. We're after the driver of All-American 249. Would have been around midnight onwards last night.
Just a minute. Frank Zeffirelli. He's your man.
Where can we find him?
Frank is out on the 7-4.
Can you tell us the route?
Hang on. I should have it mapped out here somewhere.
All right. So it goes from Wilshire to 7th, then Olive Spring, Temple to 1st, then finally Union.
I'll need to run the loop.
So I assume bus station's number 1. Okay, so basically we just need to go counterclockwise. We just need to go like the opposite direction of the bus. So yeah, counterclockwise.
We're not going to drive the whole thing, are we?
Won't take long. We have a siren.
Can we take the bus? No, we cannot. Dang it. Map. Alright. Yeah, so I'll be driving that way. Wait, what's this? Oh, it's all the places. Okay. Yeah, okay, so I just basically gotta turn around, and I think I gotta turn around. Yeah, basically I just gotta turn around. Honk honk, Rusty, honk honk.
All-American 7-4, let's go get him.
Oh, I need to unplug. Alright.
This could be a long trip, Cole.
Or it could be a short one.
And here's me without my hip flask and only a pain in the ass for company.
Way to kick off the drive in high spirits, Rusty. Comments like that put me in just the right mood for some legwork.
Am I going the right? Yeah, I am. Okay.
You know what your problem is? You don't like hard work. This kind of rigorous search is what police work is all about. Discipline.
Just ramped
Baby
that guy.
Phelps, you're just as bored as I am.
Continue the response, code.
Nope, still no sign of him.
Did you doze off, Rusty? I think you slept through my solving the case.
Yeah, very funny. You just give me a nudge if you see him, all right?
How about you nudge me?
I think that's a job for your wife, Phelps.
Oh, Rusty.
Uh-oh. There it is, right there.
That's the bus we're looking for. Ease in behind her and get her to the side of the road.
There's some kind of problem, buddy?
LAPD, we're investigating a murder. You had a sailor and a woman in a green dress on your bus late last night?
That's correct.
And the woman got off first, around 2 a.m.?
Yeah, that's right. And the sailor stayed on all the way to downtown.
Can you tell us where you let the woman off?
On California Street. To tell you the truth, she looked a little lost, like she got off on the wrong stop or something. I didn't like dropping her off near that hobo camp.
You've been a big help, Mr. Zeffirelli.
Alright. Now to just get back in the car.
So Sailor Boy escaped by the seat of his bell-bottom trousers. He left the broad alive.
Left her by the hobo camp.
Which means he's as good as killed her.
We can't eliminate any of them, but the disfigured man should be our starting point.
I'm gonna call for some backup. These bows hate cops.
All units, officer needs help. 211 and shots fired. 391 Broadway, Mallory's Cafe. 391 Broadway. Unit to handle code 3, identify.
Long ride. Oh. There's our place, Rusty. Bring in a shotgun.
LAPD, we'd like a word with you.
Save it for someone who's interested. They're fascists. Come to move us on and steal what little we have left.
6 rounds won't get us far.
I need you to stay copacetic. You need to hold out for the cavalry now.
How do we do that?
Like this. Fuck off. Keep him down, fella.
You want your rightful share.
Your disciples know what you did last night?
What do you think you're joking?
Boom! What's your name?
Comrade Stalin.
Very funny. We'll find out from your personal effects.
Stuart Ackerman.
You're under suspicion for murder, Ackerman. We're taking you downtown.
You can't do anything more to me than what the Japanese have already done.
Alright.
The Kremlin's over here, Phelps. Toss it and see what you find.
Missing morphine.
Still working, Jack. I'm off to the Lighthouse Club in Santa Monica.
Kelso.
Hello, Jack. Mr. Benson, this is Courtney Sheldon. He's a buddy of mine from the war.
Well, I'm sure you two will want to polish some old war stories. Good evening, Jack. Mr. Sheldon.
Good night, sir. Take a seat, Courtney.
We need your help, Jack.
I told you I would have nothing to do with that.
I'm fine too, Jack. Medical school's going well. I got a part-time job.
Do dope peddlers need part-time jobs?
We made a mistake and we're in trouble, Jack. A local gangster, Mickey Cohen, is putting on the squeeze.
So hand it over, walk away. What's stopping you?
We had a deal with them that they would dole it out slowly. They said they would supply abortion clinics and doctors, but they've been moving it on to addicts, and they can't cope with the purity.
So your problem is with gangsters being dishonest.
My problem is that people are dying, and that if this gets back to us, we'll all end up in jail.
So how am I supposed to help, Courtney? This isn't the war. I can't just wave a magic wand and clean up your mess.
We want you to negotiate, Jack.
The only thing these guys understand is force, Sheldon. They got to the top back east by proving to be more vicious than the English, the Irish, and the Dutch. They make their own laws. That's the nature of a secret society. God's sake, Courtney, you want to be a doctor. How can you fight with that?
We are better trained, Jack.
I didn't make it through the war to come back to this kind of shit, Sheldon.
Cops say goons fighting the dope war. Ooh. What's this? Double T, probably for Teresa Tarleton. Right, here's a ticket.
Ackerman doesn't look like much of a dancer.
Huh. A bloody piece of triple blade.
Looks familiar. Safe bet it'll match the mark under Teresa Tarleton's chin.
Alright. So, it's gotta be Ackerman. It's gotta be the hobo.
The husband has an alibi, but no real motive other than neglect. Jessup's alibi checks out. Bates is a recidivist. He'll be pulling the same stick until we put him away for good. Ackerman has history, opportunity, hard evidence. What motive?
We have the evidence. We know she was here. All we need is a confession, and we can charge the bum with murder.
All units, officer needs help. 415 and shots fired. 313 Bunker Hill Avenue. 313 Bunker Hill Avenue. Unit to handle code 3 identify.
We're going this way.
So he's in one then, huh?
Ackerman, you were in the Marines.
How do you know?
The Corps selected big guys for flamethrower duty. That's how you got the burns.
Life expectancy was 5 minutes for a guy in flamethrower detail. What kind of a government puts weight like that on a man's shoulders?
You'll get no argument from me. It was a heavy load.
You feeling sorry for this smelly fuck?
Why did you kill Mrs. Tarleton?
I have no recollection of the people I have killed.
You hate women, Ackerman?
More than you could ever imagine.
How much did you hate Mrs. Tarleton?
I ache to put my seed in them. Afterwards, I have no use for them.
A bus driver dropped Mrs. Tarleton near your camp around 2 a.m. Why did you take her up to the hill?
Which hill? I have many places. I go where I please.
You're lying, Ackerman. There must be a reason. You could have killed her in the camp.
My reasons are my own. Can you disprove what I say?
I feel like it is the boot.
You do your worst. You're the willing tool of a despotic state designed to victimize the unfortunate.
Where were you around 2 a.m. last night?
At the camp.
You have an alibi? Someone reliable. Someone who will be around on the day of the trial.
Fuck your trial. The capitalist system needs another victim from amongst the masses. So be it.
Stuart Ackerman, I am charging you with the murder of Teresa Tarleton.
A man down on his luck I can abide. But a filthy red who chooses to live outside the rules of society, I cannot stomach. Maybe poor Threes of Tarleton will provide the catalyst we need. I've spoken to the chief and the mayor, and I think it's time we send some men in to remove the godless and send them on their way over the county line. A grand day that will be, gentlemen. And a grand result you have brought me. You two are fast becoming my finest crusaders.
Alright then. That's the white shoes thing. 16 out of 17 clues found. 12 out of 16 questions correct. Case notes. Tarleton's might have justice if Stuart Ackerman is pronounced fit to stand trial. So yeah, that's it for today's stream. I'm pretty sure of it anyways. I mean, we could actually... There's only like 6, 7 cases in Homicide. We could just finish them all today. You know, I'm down for that. Unless the next Vic is naked.
You say that you were only fooling. Don't walk away. Don't do me wrong. Don't leave me singing this torched song when I'm burning.
I'm gonna mute my mic for a second. Alright, so unfortunately we will not be able to do the next case because one thing's taken. However, tomorrow we will finish Homicide. No, for a fact we'll finish Homicide tomorrow.
Yes,
Anyways, that's it for today.
an
Like I said at the beginning of the stream, if you want me to start Modern
Keep a
Warfare
hold of
2
your
Platinum
Council.
tomorrow or the
Now is
next
not
day,
the time to lose your nerve.
just comment below. That's it for today. See ya.